weren't just throwing bottles at this point. Now they were like, the police. I'm sorry, guys. I just gave you guys straight up Compton vibes, but that's what they were doing.
Hey guys, it's the Gorgons!
For the second time again.
We are going to tell you guys why do bad things keep happening to us. We don't know.
Yes, bad things do happen to us.
All the time.
All the time.
And I'm cursed.
No, it does happen, but it always seems to work itself out at the end.
So if you guys are going through bad stuff too, it'll work out.
Yeah. This story is how we almost got shot at a bus stop.
How?
In Queens.
Again!
Okay. Well, we didn't get shot the last time, but
this time.
This is how we almost got shot.
We almost did get shot.
Everything bad happens to us.
So,
this is so real. So if anybody's like, oh my god, how did you guys almost get shot in a bus stop, down below, because that's like a famous comment that people always put on people's videos.
Like you're freaking us.
Are you lying?
We are not lying. We are not liars.
We're telling the truth. Just because we're so happy right now because we're alive, obviously, so we can actually tell you guys and be heard like an I Survived story. But this happened.
And then also think about it this way: there are billions of people on this earth. Bad things are bound to happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone has a story.
Not
guys.
everyone is fortunate.
Yes.
So, well, not that you need fortune, but not everyone is.
Bad things happen.
Bad things do happen.
Let's just start.
Okay, so I have a friend from high school, and she came
wearing your sweater.
Yep.
Fashion
high school.
I had a friend from high school, and she's like a family friend.
Yeah,
she gets along with all of us, right, girls? Like she
yes,
gets along with everybody.
She's a lovely girl.
She's awesome, and she came over, and we were like, she hasn't come.
We were turned up.
Yeah, we were turned up. She hadn't come for a long time, and
it was a long time.
It was during the time of the summer, so like it was really hot. Our parents were kind of doing their own thing.
They gave us money. We got food galore.
No, they didn't give us money.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, we got
beef
big
patties
patties.
Remember?
Quesadillas.
We ordered beef patties and quesadillas because our parents gave us money to have fun.
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, go on.
Anyways,
it was hella good, guys.
Okay, so supposedly, I think we did. Never mind. I forgot.
And we actually wasted.
So anyway, our parents gave us money to have a good time with my friend, and because that's how awesome our parents are. But we had such a great time. We were just talking, we were chilling, and we were watching YouTube videos. But my friend was like, it was kind of getting towards the afternoon, and it was summertime, so during the summertime, if you live in the city, I don't know, they probably do this everywhere. They have like a carnival, that carnival that you go to.
They have one in Staten Island. It's huge.
Yeah, and then you know how they start building up the rides and stuff, and they start putting up the little food places and stuff.
Oreos.
So they did that over here in our park that's near us, and we were like,
And what we mean by near us is a 25-minute drive away.
Even less. Yeah, it's really small. It's not that far. But we were like, okay, let's go. Let's walk there and let's go check it out. So we checked it out, and they have all these roller coasters there and stuff. And we're like, oh yeah, this is so awesome. We wanted to get on the rides, eat food, but we didn't have
our parents would give us allowance basically.
Yeah, they just gave us for the food, so. We were like,
so
okay, we'll chill. So we stayed out there for a good night. And by the time the night was over, and it was time for my friend to go, so we were like, okay. So we went back home, and we were just we started mingling a little bit more, and then we were like, okay. She started getting all her stuff, and it was time to walk and to leave. So we were like, okay, we don't want her to go alone because it's Queens. And we were like, okay, we'll walk her. So we walked her to the bus stop, and
basically after we walked to the bus stop, we were just talking, chilling, kind of sad that she had to go. We asked our parents actually beforehand, can you drive us to the train station? But
we asked them to drive.
I don't feel like it. She said, oh no, don't worry guys. I'm gonna give her another name because I don't want her to have to. Let's call her.
No, actually, they did want to drive her, but she didn't want anyone.
She's independent.
She's one of those people that like to walk.
Let's call her Leia,
Leia.
Princess Leia. Yeah. And she was like, oh guys, I'm gonna take the bus.
She's very independent.
We said, you sure? It's late.
She's independent.
And I think this is like the part you can kind of tell, cause.
And then, so there's like this game that people play. I don't know what it's called, but it's like when people fill up liquor in this cup and they I don't know what they do with it, but they like toss it. I don't know if people do that in you guys' area, but it's like I think it's like a thing that a lot of kids from certain places do, like in Brooklyn and Queens. I don't know what's the fun in the game. I don't know what's the objective in the game, but there was like these pile of kids
And guys
like,
and girls
and guys everywhere, and they were taking liquor, and you know. It's a certain time around the world, so they were taking liquor and they were throwing it at the police cars.
Oh, and we need to tell you how it's set up. So, like, the bus stop is like right here. This is us, all of us ladies together right here. This is like the street in front of us.
It's not even a huge street.
It's like a small little street.
Small street.
And then this is a little small street that's like separating the bus stop from the place in which everyone was at the spot we call it the chicken spot.
It's really called town fried chicken.
It's really called town fried chicken, but like we call it the chicken spot because everyone goes there, you know. So like in the neighborhood, so like here's all the kids in that area, and here's us over here with the small little street that's.
And then these are all the kids at the tip of the sidewalk. We're right here, and then we have like all these like police cars that. You know,
keep patrolling
by.
Patrolling.
We live in the hood.
Yeah.
Ditto.
So, and then basically, she
boom. You happy?
Basically, she my sister was paranoid, and she was like, "Oh, I'm feeling like some kind of way."
I told you guys because they were having conversation, and I'm seeing these kids throwing bottles at the police. And
I didn't care because like I you know I'm too busy talking.
My neck
well,
hurts.
me and India are talking to my friend Leia,
and I'm observant. I'm very very observant.
And she's observing the kids and everything around. I mean,
because it wasn't just little kids. You have to understand they got their uncles. You know, because you know their fathers probably don't want them hanging out with their uncles, but they're doing it. But you know what I mean? It looks like there's a bad influence. I see some kids with book bags, and then I see some older men. So I'm observing that they're being influenced in the wrong way, and they're throwing bottles.
I saw them. I just thought they were kids, like just fooling around. I didn't really care.
I saw deeper into it.
Yeah, it's like going
I overanalyze. That's a problem we all have, is that we overanalyze situations. Mm-hmm. But sometimes when you overanalyze, sometimes it could be a good thing. So overanalyze. And then I started to see it, and then it started to get bigger, and they weren't just throwing bottles at this point. Now they were like, the police. Da-da-da. I'm sorry, guys. I just gave you guys straight up Compton vibes, but that's what they were doing.
They were saying F the police. And that's what, I didn't really pay attention to it, but then we heard something.
And I said, before that even happened, I said, guys, we should go. And then they was like, oh. Leia said, oh no, because you know she's a very independent woman. She was like, no, we'll be fine and stuff like that. And I'm like, guys, I'm telling you, we need to leave now. Okay? Because I definitely don't want to be responsible. Like, oh, she was last seen with you. You know what I mean? And not just that. I'm just like, girls, we need to go. We need to go.
Yeah, so
you don't want your friend to die.
And you know it's bad when the police cars weren't even stopping. The police were scared of these people.
Yeah, the police were scared of the kids. Well, I don't think they were scared of the kids, but
they kept going. They kept going. They was like, oh hell no, we gonna keep. I
don't think that they wanted any problems, you know, with the kids, because it would be terrible if they would hurt any of the kids, you know, for whatever reason. So like we heard the first pop. Like it was like this loud, like,
and it's a glass bus stop.
And I didn't think, I was like, oh, nothing. I was like, oh, that's just a firework. My sister's like,
Tiana's like,
no. Oh my goodness, and they're shooting.
Like,
and we're like, no, I'm like, no, they're not. They're not shooting.
Yes, they are, Kaya. That was a gunshot. It was like,
me and Leia were like, it's just fireworks. Then we heard a second one.
Really?
And then a third one right after the second one.
And they start running. All these females, they just start running. And
like a whole bunch of people. A whole bunch of people started running.
And I said, I told you. And we just
It was like, oh my god. And then I just started running. And I was like,
our friend Leia, she was like, what happened? What happened? She's trying to ask this girl. She said,
running, already almost at the end of the road, and
I'm
trying to run, and then here's
I have to explain this part.
Here's India.
Let me
She's
say
on
this
her
part.
phone, and I'm like, come on, girl, let's go. And she's like, she's not moving her feet. I'm like, come on.
No, I actually was running. It was just that I had my parents have this rule that if something bad happens, to call them. And I'm gonna tell you how crazy my parents are. If you do not call them, if you're getting your legs chopped off, they think that you're irresponsible. So I said, I have to call my parents because they're going to think we're irresponsible and they're never going to let us go outside again.
She was like, we have to
But I feel like the tragedy was still happening.
They answered. My mom's like, hello, what's going on? I said, but actually before this, I said, Mom, Dad, can you pick us up for the train station because I feel something bad's going to happen. I called them ahead of time. So then I called them again, like, Mom, Dad, they answered the phone and said hello. And then hung up. I said, oh my God. So this is like, come on, she's driving me crazy.
I'm like, this is the worst
because of everything.
It sounded like it was like a panic because our parents is like the type of people that you cannot play with them, and if they feel like something's wrong with you, they're gonna like have a fit, like they're gonna be scared.
Overreact.
Dramatic parents. So we're running.
I'm pulling India so she could start running because India's like the slowest runner.
No, I was on the phone. I could have ran.
And we're just running, and we're just like running.
2 out of 1, you're slow.
Her and
they'll see what's
Leia
on
are way ahead of both of us.
And also, in our neighborhood, there's like they didn't know where to go because like there's like this long, like you have to walk down this long block, and there's like this huge school, and you gotta walk down this long block. And I was trying to tell them that like how to get a shortcut because a lot of the people that was running, they were kind of running straight and then trying to go back into their homes. But I'm like,
you don't do that.
Yeah, you don't do that. You kind of want to double cross because imagine us if we walked back into the way.
Let me just explain this part.
I showed them a
our
shortcut.
street goes like this. Our house is right here, right? And around the corner is the bus stop. So in order to get back to our house safely, we went all the way around back to our house. Safely. And we were scared. While we're running, this car pulled up, like these 2 really nice cars, and they were looking at us for a second. So, oh my God, they came to shoot everyone! They came to everybody
to the block.
So then they drive off, and
I was so scared.
when they drove off, it was so like
they drove
off, and we came back home, and the door was not locked.
Yes, it was open. It was slightly open, and the car was gone. And we were like, "No, our parents are gone!" And I started cursing India out, and I'm like, it's your fault.
I did the right thing.
You
guys.
called
Call
them.
Your parents.
You called them, and I was like so angry. And then my friend Leia was like, "Okay, calm down, Kaya. It's fine."
She did the right thing.
And I'm cursing India out, and I felt so bad because then right around, our parents came back.
Like, where were you?
Why
didn't you call us?
He's like hysterical, and we're like, we did the right thing.
They heard the shots too.
We ran.
We went to safety and called you.
We went to safety.
We did exactly. You know what's so funny about parents? We did exactly what they would have wanted us to do. We didn't
panic.
We didn't panic. At the moment, I know we're making it sound dramatic, but we didn't panic. We was like, okay, let's start running. Let's go. We left. We asked questions while we were running. We went around because they wouldn't have wanted us to went back to the house because that's kind of where it was happening. We went around, circled around the neighborhood, came back home, and we called them. And we called them before it happened, and then we called them during.
My mom basically.
So I feel like we did the right thing. We were very responsible.
We were good. Yeah.
We were very responsible.
And no one got shot. I was scared that I was gonna get shot in the back, like Professor Xavier, and be paralyzed, the legs down.
I was thinking the same thing.
In a wheelchair.
I was thinking of X-Men, the first class. We was doing it. It just was like, I promise I was.
So
I
got there
that
safely.
was gonna happen.
Our mom told us your dad was like, girls, where are them? The police are all outside, and our dad's like, where are them?
He came out in the middle of the street, Mom.
Where the gunshots happened. There's police outside, and my dad is yelling, and I'm like,
oh God.
But they came around, and they picked us up. They picked my friend Leia up. They drove her back home.
She had so much fun.
She calmed everyone down, actually.
After everything, we went back upstairs. Tiana started bawling, crying on our mom like, we almost died. Oh my God, we almost died. And I was like, I personally found it hilarious because we thought that someone got shot on the floor.
There was helicopters everywhere.
There was helicopters everywhere. We did see someone laying on the floor, so it was serious for Tiana. And it was.
We never been through that.
There was ambulance coming back and forth, up and down our block.
Because
I
saw
someone laying on the floor, and there was helicopters and a whole bunch of police, and I was like, oh.
I'm gonna tell you guys this.
She was.
In our future story, like times that we're gonna tell. Like,
it was so dramatic.
Like there's only been like
I forgot
there's been like 2 times that we ever felt like we were in that party that in the last story we felt like we were gonna get stabbed or shot.
Yeah.
But then these times it was actually shooting. The next time, the others like times we ever felt like we were gonna get shot were like not like. But this was actual gunshots.
It was right there. It's not a big street.
Yeah.
It's like a whole bunch of people cluttering in one street, and then here's us at the bus stop.
So this
and
was
then it was
like
just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, it was the most scariest time.
It was very scary.
It was very scary.
So subscribe. I hope our pain brought you laughter.
Yeah.
So subscribe.
Subscribe, guys.